Good morning, SOAR students. This morning, what I'd like to do in this week is I'd like to talk a little bit about Zen doodling. It's something that I really love and got into a long time ago, and it actually really helped me with when I was doing my national boards and was super stressed out. It helped to calm me and relax me and kind of straighten out my brain. And so I'm hoping that if you need some calming or just something to do, that this will be something fun for you. So here's an example of something I did. It took me about an hour to do this. And some of the things that you're gonna need are things I like is I'd like a just a piece of paper. Now this, you can see my hand, so it's not very big. It's probably maybe 2 note card sizes. Here's a 3x5 note card, so it's probably about double that. You could use that. You could even use a Post-it note. I also like to have either just a pen. You can have a ballpoint pen, or I've got one of these really skinny markers that I got from a friend of mine for my birthday that I really love. And a Sharpie is kind of fun too if you want to do some filling in. You can see I've got my stuff on a notebook. So this is one that I'm working on. Here's another one. We're going to start taking a look. I hope you enjoy. The first thing that I like to do is make lines on my paper. So I kind of divide my paper up into any shape I really want. I make some circles. I might make some lines, but I try and make small little spaces to do some drawing in. Now, this is in a circle, and basically what I'm doing is I think of it kind of as a flower. So I've got the center petal or center section, and then I'm adding petals. And then I just add, as I'm going, I just add those petals and keep doing that. This is called shadowing. So I'm making that same motion over and over again. And this is one of the ways that Zen doodling gets its name Zen, because it actually is kind of a form of meditation through art. So you can see I keep going. And one of the great things about Zen doodling is you can't make a mistake. Like my petals are not nearly as nice as some of the other ones I've done, but it's gonna all turn out okay. So you can see I'm shadowing some of those petals, and then, I'm sorry about the shadow itself, but then in the spaces between the lines, I'm just adding a little more shadowing. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to another spot, and what I'm doing is I'm making lines and then making triangles within those lines. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make opposite directions of triangles as I go. So you can kind of see what's happening there. I'm going to continue to do that, and I just make it up as I go along. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of shading. So I'm going to shade in every triangle that's pointed up or down, depending on whatever perspective you have. And that just adds some texture to it. And I may come back and I may do something different. Maybe I'll fill in the opposite triangles in a different direction, or maybe I'll put a pattern in them. I don't know yet. But right now, that's what I'm going to be doing. The next thing I'm going to do is I didn't like as big a space that I had, so I cut it off. You could see that. And now what I'm doing is I'm just doing 3 hash marks, and I'm doing them in opposite directions, up and down and side to side. And then when I go to the next row, I do it in the opposite direction. So what that does is it kind of makes almost like a woven pattern, super simple, but it looks really cool when you're done. And that's what these Zen doodles really are, is they're very simple, but they when you put them all together, they look really neat, and it really is a work of art when you're done. And like I said, it just I'm fascinated by it. I just love it. And one of the things that I like to do is go on the internet and find different patterns. And I'll watch somebody do it, and then I'll stop the video, and it's something that you could do too. See there? We'll do more of this tomorrow. I hope you enjoy. Have a great day.